All right, and trap. Hi, Ichiro.
You know, it's hotter out here in this recording studio than two rats fucking in a wool sock.
Hey, there you go. You gotta do a better Ichiro accent, though.
I don't know what the fuck he sounds like, honestly. I don't hear him talk often.
August in Kansas City is hotter than two rats in a fucking wool sock. And then Bob Costas is like, ah! You know, we can show that. Fucking put that video up.
Yeah, we'll put that too.
Yeah.
Fucking do it right now. Ichiro and Bob Costas?
You just do like Ichiro expression.
Oh, that's right. You know what? I'll just say rats.
Yep, rat and wool sock.
What is your favorite American expression?
He's so cute, dude. He really thinks about it too, which I love.
August in Kansas City, it's hotter than two rats in a fucking wolf sock. That's my favorite.
And my favorite thing about this is I watched it 4 times trying to figure out what he said, and I could not get it. And if you go into the description, comments. It's like, for those of you who can't hear. Yeah.
I love that he's just like, the guy like lost his shit.
Yeah, dude. Bob Costas, because he's like supposed to be that like always professional guy. Except for that time when he was at the Olympics with pink eye. Do you remember that?
No.
Oh, dude, it was fucking gnarly.
You know, I remember hearing the name Bob Costas a lot, but for some reason I never associated it with sports. But like, that's his thing.
Yeah, that is his thing. Again, he's kind of, it's like Walter Maddow or whatever. Rachel Maddow, Walter Cronkite. Walter Maddow.
They had a fucking love child.
Yeah. What a fucking ugly baby.
Yeah. Thinking that. Trap. Ichiro trap. Ichiro's the best. You'll never convince me otherwise.
I'll agree with that.
Imagine if Ichiro had a fucking Red Machine team. What his fucking numbers would have been.
A Red Machine?
Yeah.
Like Pete Rose's team? Yeah. They would have been pretty good.
Like, Ichiro never got to play with the best players on the Seattle Mariners.
Yeah, like even the Adrian Beltre that he got was a garbage ass version of Adrian Beltre.
Adrian Beltre is still the fucking man, though. I love it.
Yeah. It's just nobody can take being in Seattle.
Yeah.
It's just a depressing ass place.
Everybody that left Seattle did a lot better.
Yeah. Kurt Cobain should have left Seattle. Just like Eddie Vedder. And the other guy, Chris Cornell, stayed there too.
Didn't Farley go there once?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's where Chris Farley killed himself. Jimi Hendrix.
That's where Pryor was living when he set himself on fire.
Yeah.
But when he was on fire and running across the street like a match, he crossed the border, and that's why he survived.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Also, Robin Williams killed himself in Seattle.
Yeah.
Anthony Bourdain killed himself in Seattle.
Yeah, he was doing one of those
Jeffrey Epstein.
No reservation.
Yeah, he was like, "What do you mean I can't get in without a reservation?" And then he hung himself.
Oh god.
So there's a fucking Jeffrey Epstein documentary on Netflix, dude, and holy fuck, is that hard to watch? Like,
I haven't watched. I saw it on there. I was actually I was just watching because I'd started watching this Flat Earth documentary a while ago, but I never finished it.
Yeah. And
I finished it yesterday. That's one of the clips that I want to show you. I wouldn't go to that first.
Oh, I wonder if it's the one I watched.
It's fucking hilarious. It's from there. It's the the very, very end of the documentary.
Oh, with the laser point?
No, it's like a light.
Yeah, and they're trying to like show that.
Yeah, you seen that?
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's so fucking good.
This was one of my favorite documentaries because, like, as I was watching it, I was pretending like they were swaying me.
Yeah.
And Abby was getting so fucking mad at me. I was just like,
look, I mean, you can't deny it.
Yeah, I'm like, tell me the science that proves I'm wrong.
That's because the Earth's curved. So I should only be able to see it when it's at 17 feet. Okay, go ahead and drive down there, Enrique. You're going to hold the light there. Enrique, how high is your light?
17 feet.
I mean, it's as, we don't see you, Enrique. Lift up your light way above your head. Interesting.
Interesting.
My favorite part of the documentary is when they go to the NASA thing and they're sitting in the chairs and they're like, "Look, it's broken. You can't." And they're like pressing on the screen. They're like, "It doesn't even fucking work." And then they get up and walk away, and the camera pans down, and it's like, "Press here to start." And it's on the arm of the thing.
They're so fucking stupid, and like, you know.
Well, they're just trying to get some pussy, dude.
I guess you're getting the psycho pussy, so that works.
Well, the documentary, if you watch that documentary, it's like all of those guys are competing to
for
fuck
that one
girl.
chick, yeah. Which, I mean, admittedly, for like a 45-year-old woman,
not bad.
Not bad
at all. And she's crazy, so
yeah. So like that. Although she could be like that crazy conservative too. That's another thing. Like a lot of flat earthers are religious people. And so one of their reasonings behind a flat earth is because it doesn't fit in with their religion.
Yeah, God wouldn't create something round. No. We live in a 2D society.
And their explanations as to... I don't want to get into the flat earth shit, but like their explanations are always way more convoluted than, you know, reality.
Yeah.
Like if... Like, you see that there's different faces of different planets. You can actually see that with a telescope. Yeah. No, that's fake. Okay. Fair. We are on a spherical Earth because everything pulls down. It gets pulled down by gravity equally in every direction. So everything is sort of like pulled into a sphere.
Yeah, down into the center.
No, there's no such thing as gravity. And why is shit falling? Is because we're accelerating at that rate through space. It's like So you're saying it's more feasible for this planet to be accelerating infinitely at this rate. You know what acceleration means? If we're going 9.8 meters per second squared,
okay,
that's your acceleration. That's the acceleration here.
Uh-huh.
If that's the case, in 1 second, I'll be moving 9.8 meters per second faster than I was a second ago.
So you just keep going faster and faster.
Faster and faster and faster and faster and faster and faster.
Yeah.
Every second.
And if we were doing that, we'd all be like on the floor, like
for infinity. Well, it's not even that.
Like a car, a roller coaster. We'd all be like, whoa.
It's not about that because you only feel that acceleration. You don't feel the faster velocity. That's why when you're like in an airplane, you can walk around normally, right? You're not feeling like you're getting pulled back. It's because there's no acceleration and you're just regular.
You're inside.
It's not about being inside. It's about your whole space is moving in that same velocity, and it's not accelerating. If it accelerated, you'd be feeling pulled back. If it stopped, you'd be feeling pushed forward.
Yeah, like when you're on the runway and you're taking off, that's when you feel the acceleration.
Yeah.
And you hit your top speed and you're just cruising.
But for you to say that like the shit is just accelerating, like, everything's just moving, like the whole plate, whatever the fucking plate is just moving through space.
Ichiro, where's your arm, dude?
Stop doing the fucking finger guns, Ichiro. I was trying to explain something. It just doesn't make any fucking sense. And then when they talk about like the stars and stuff, it's a dome that rotates around the plate at 15 degrees every hour or whatever the fuck they say it is.
Yeah.
How does that make sense? The sun and the moon.
Don't forget about the ice walls, though.
Ice walls, but that's a different thing. I'm talking about the shit that we can actually see, because you can't see that, right?
You can see the ice wall, you just can't get to it.
I don't think anybody's had a picture of them. Anyway,
New Berlin, Antarctica, bro. I'm telling you.
Black Gang. Oh wait, hang on. I got it. You can't hear it though, but it's playing.
Is it?
It's playing.
The one time we remember that we have that.
Yeah, and you can't hear it.
No.
There's got to be, because I don't want to
Don't want to do that. Don't want to press that button. Oh well.
Can I? If I monitor this,
what does that mean?
This is gonna be.
You're such a helicopter parent.
Yeah. It's not doing it.
Oh well.
Whatever.
It's playing in the headphones though.
Yeah, it should be. Or maybe, I don't know. I don't fucking know, Matt.
Yeah, we'll figure.
I'm done with this. I'll figure it out some other time in my life.
Yeah, you just know. You just know.
You just know.
Like when you feel the flame, you feel the fire.
God's gonna have a
Is it doing it? The flames
It's doing it, man.
coming out of my butthole.
Yeah. This is actually getting monitored too.
Flames is coming out of my butthole.
Let me see. What the fuck? Got the flame coming out of my butthole.
Dude, I had flames coming out of my butthole.
He's got a burning in his
Uh-oh.
He's got a fire.
I don't like that face, Ichiro.
No, I can't hear it on the headphones anymore.
No, didn't think so. Oh well. If it's there, it's there. If it's not, it's
you know,
not.
whatever.
You know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Yo, I kind of look like the High Joe Kids guy.
The last thing.
Yeah.
Fucking sun and the moon. The fact that you can't see them both at the same time, but what they say is that they're fucking rotating around the top of the plate the whole entire fucking time.
You look crazy, Ichiro.
Like, what the fuck? Hang on. What the fuck? Why can't you just fucking explain to me why I can't see the sun at a certain point in time and I can't see the moon at a certain point in time, but they're both up there? Like, how the fuck do you explain that? You're fucking idiots.
You're talking about like when it's nighttime but the moon's not out?
Whenever you can't see either one of them, it's the explanation is that they're all like circling above the plate. But if they're circling above the plate and the plate is flat, you should be able to see them at any fucking angle.
Oh, yeah. Damn, dude, you poked a hole right through that.
It's not that hard to poke that hole. That shit's fucking made out of paper.
But there are mountains though. Right? Mountains are real, so the mountains are blocking. Appalachia is preventing us from seeing the moon right now.
If it's flat and
Flat like top of that.
flat, it's.
I heard something.
You see how it's going?
Flat like top of that.
And that
Hell yeah,
stopped.
okay, yeah. Sick. Okay, so we know now. We just stop for a second. Watch the bars, dude.
Yeah, it's fucking stupid. Anyway, next video.
Yeah, how long is that? I feel like we've been going for like 20 minutes already.
It's been a week since we looked at me. It looks like probably like 12 minutes some seconds.
So look what happened. We are going to be able to do your videos in one and my videos in the other.
You're right. You're fucking right.
Yeah.
So this is more. I'm not gonna go through the whole video, but this was more like something like a discussion starter.
Okay.
Well, Bryce is gone. You know that.
Like MMA players.
The helmet, the bat.
Oh, this is the one where that meme when another bro says his hair has more volume than you.
Yeah.
Morgan's going to try to score. Might be a play.
Oh.
Save. He just got in. Keep his
Oh,
picture
Carlos
of the ball.
Zambrano was a fucking G.
You can't do that, Carlos. Come on, Carlos.
He's out. He's out.
Yeah, fuck you. You're out. That's my favorite one.
Yeah. There's a whole compilation about like, no, you're out of here.
He's chapped and he should be. That pitch was down. And the helmet toss will cost him some money.
Why? What's the conversation starting?
So, why? Like, why argue? You're just gonna get thrown out. You're fucking up your own team by arguing.
Because it's like fuck you.
Yeah, but you could just be like, fuck you.
And then you get kicked out.
If you do get kicked out, then argue. But the shit like that where you start the fucking like tantrum before you even get kicked.
Oh, you're saying like if you say fuck you and you get kicked, then go ahead and argue. Start.
Yeah,
arguing.
yeah. I mean, at that point.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah. I mean, I've definitely gotten into it with umpires.
I've never gotten into it
because it's like it
doesn't make fucking it doesn't. If you get kicked out, if you do that shit, you're all angry and shit, and you get yourself kicked out. There goes your fucking team.
Well, my logic with it was the umpire's already fucking me, so there's no help I can do for the team because this umpire's obviously got some type of...
How do you feel about your ability as the player in the position that you are? Do you think you're better than the other person? Then you'd want to stay in.
You're only better than the other person if the umpire's not, like...
But if the umpire's not calling it for you, why is he going to call it for the other person?
Because they're not me. They're better, like, in the umpire's eyes...
I don't think so. I think if you're confident enough in your abilities, and most of these players, Bryce Harper particularly, are very good at their position.
Yeah.
So like
fairly okay. Maybe
more than decent.
Maybe a couple $100 million good.
Well, it's not about money because money doesn't mean anything good. A-Rod is shit in the offseason, and he got the most money out of anybody.
That's true.
But I'm talking about like how good you are at your position. You're better than the backup. That's why they're the backup.
Right.
So why would you get yourself kicked out?
Yeah, just temperament. You know, you think you're so good that the umpire should just give you everything you want. That's where that comes from. Probably.
Like the few times where somebody gets kicked out, that like I'm like that's not on them. Is like when they go like come on, and then they get like the umpires are like fucking Joe what's his face.
Like a close call. Like I don't understand arguing a close one where like even if you think like you know what I mean.
Like that was a ball.
Yeah.
Like, you can just think to yourself, "Fuck, man."
But if it's like a blatantly fucked up one, I could way more understand getting heated at that.
You can get heated, but I mean, you gotta weigh out the like the fucking like if let's say it's the 8th inning.
Okay.
You're down 3. You're the third out on a terrible call. Fuck it.
Go ahead. Fucking kick umpire in the shin.
Yeah. But if it's like the fucking 3rd inning. Dude, there's more bats.
Yeah.
Just chill the fuck. Just, what are you gonna do? You're not gonna change the call.
Yeah, like an early game strikeout or early game argue. But I mean, look at this one. This one's in the 9th inning. Go back and let's see what inning most of these were in, because that's also a determining fact. 10th inning.
10th inning.
Now that's one, and it's a tied game. Like,
and Mike Winters tossed him immediately.
That's one I wouldn't understand arguing because
they need you.
Yeah. And this one, he's probably arguing because it's the 7th inning. He's going to come out anyway. It's a starting pitcher. So he's probably just like...
He's like, my fucking ERA.
Yeah. They're going to fucking take me out anyway now. So
that's a called strike 3 on a pitch that was nowhere near the zone.
That was 9th. And he's the tying run, too.
He should be.
So that's a good time to get pissed because the game's basically over.
Strike 3 call on Puig.
You're up by 1.
There's 2 runners on, 2 outs.
So go ahead and say fuck it.
I don't know, man. There's still more time.
And he's a great defensive player. Machado's such a fucking bag, dude. Have you ever watched the Angel Hernandez compilations?
Yeah. Angel Hernandez and Joe West. Yeah.
The worst.
Bottom of the 1st. Nothing's happened yet.
Yeah. And Joey Votto is known for having the best eye in Major League Baseball.
Although I don't think he did anything here. Now he's mad.
Yeah.
Gomez, he takes off, throw to second.
Have you ever watched the Joey Votto compilations?
Matt, you know what?
It's just assholes to people in the crowd.
No, but you know what? I think you convinced me. All these are like late, close games. But even then, like if it's so close,
Yeah.
Hold it.
Yeah.
Hold it. It's fucking close. It's not a blowout.
Yeah, I mean, you changed my opinion, and I changed your opinion, and now we're fucking on the opposite sides. So.
Yeah, now you're like, man, these fuckers need to stop arguing.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, I guess it makes sense.
Yeah. These fucking babies.
All right. I mean, well, that's about 15, but do you want to do yours real quick, or is yours longer?
My one, the Facebook one, I know is going to take...
Okay.
It's going to take a good bit of time.
G fucking G.